Hello YouTube, welcome to another beer review with the master of hobbits or me, Peter. Today's beer is a beer I've had before, and again it's from the Christmas calendar, and it's probably one of my favorite Christmas beers ever. It is from Austria. It is. You probably already. It's very high and a very high alcohol percent by volume. It is Samichlaus beer or Samichlaus from Schloss Eggenberg in Austria. This is, according to themselves, and I think it's also the Guinness Book of Records announced this to be the strongest lager beer in the world. It is 14% alcohol by volume, so this is a very, very heavy beer. I've had this beer numerous times, especially in the winter season, and I love it. Probably one of the best Doppelbocks. It's a Doppelbock, by the way, out there. A Doppelbock is a bock just is a type of lager actually. It's bottom fermented, not like ales, which are top fermented. And basically, just for people who don't know anything about brewing beer, I do a bit because I've been brewing beer myself. But bottom fermented beers are beers where the yeast is in the bottom, and they have to be cellared or fermented at fairly low temperatures compared to top fermented beers, where the yeast is on top of the beer, floating around, and have to be fermented at fairly high temperatures. I haven't really, although I haven't really brewed any bottom fermented beers since they're a bit more tough or harder to brew. But I've brewed some ales. I've brewed a pale ale. All of the beers I brewed with my father. I brewed a pale ale, a brown ale, and an ESB. The pale ale particularly was very good, but I think in a recent future I'm gonna start brewing a beer again, because it is very fun to brew your own beer, especially when you start reading about beer yourself and so forth. But a Doppelbock, a type of lager, 14% alcohol by volume. Fortunately, it's only in 12 centiliter bottles, or not 12, I meant 12 ounce bottles, or 11.2 fluid ounce bottles, or 33 centiliter bottles. If it was much bigger, I think you would get pretty wasted from drinking just one Samichlaus. But it is, as far as I remember, I had this one not too long ago actually, but it is great. This one is from 2008, so it's been simmering for a bit more than a year. I'll just read aloud what it has to say on the back of the beer. Brewed only once a year on December 6th. Samichlaus is aged for 10 months before bottling. This beer is perhaps the rarest in the world. Samichlaus may be aged for many years to come. Older vintages becomes more complex with a creamy, warming finish, served with hearty, robust dishes and desserts, particularly with chocolates or as an after-dinner drink by itself. I'm gonna have it by itself, of course. And also, it's brewed under the German Reinheitsgebot. Originally, it was not from Schloss Eggenberg. It was from a Swiss brewery called, just one second. It was from Hürlimann in Zurich, Switzerland. But now it's moved to, because that brewery closed down, it's moved to Austria, on the Schloss Eggenberg, which is a private-owned brewery. Right now it's owned by Dr. Karl Storr, and this is the 6th generation of brewing on the place, or on the castle, or Schloss Castle, yeah. And I've had another beer from Schloss Eggenberg, and that was the Eggenberg Doppelbock Dunkel, which was very, very good. A very nice Doppelbock. But as well, this is a Doppelbock, and I've had this before. As I recall, this is probably one of the best bocks out there. Very, very, very rich, creamy, very, very nice aroma of both caramel and a bit of, just a tad of dried fruit. Very, very winter beer, but it's so full-bodied as far as I remember. But looking forward to tasting it again, since it's been a while. But the glass I'm going to use is a glass I personally think is perfect for bocks. It's my dimpled mug. Yeah, So let's just crack the beer open. Should be very good. I hope it is as good as I had it the first time. Oh, that aroma just, it's amazing. This is probably one of my favorite beers, actually. Especially of lager type beers or bocks. Even though it's that heavy in alcohol, it is great. The color, a dark brownish color. Definitely just a regular Doppelbock color, I personally think. Just a small, like almost half a pinky head, but that head will disappear fairly quickly, and just will have a small like trace of head around the edges. But this, as far as I recall, is a great beer. That aroma is so nice and complex. It's a lot of very much an aroma of caramel. Mostly I get that caramel or toffee aroma. Not really any hops at all, of course, since it's bock, but also molasses, you know, from when you brew spirits or make spirits like rum, but that type of molasses I smell as well. Again, a very sweet maltiness, but that aroma is just so nice. And this is probably, when you smell this beer, you really think of winter or Christmas. It is probably the best batch or the best Christmassy smell a beer can have is this Samichlaus aroma. It smells good. Now let's taste the beer. This is a very full-bodied, thick caramel taste. Very sweet and malty. Molasses, still quite bitter actually, and the alcohol as well. It's funny that the beer is on 14% alcohol by volume, but the alcohol harmonizes so great with this beer. It's just amazing. I couldn't imagine a Samichlaus weaker alcohol wise. Those 14% alcohol by volume just fits in with the taste of the beer so well. Definitely be worth trying for you guys. But that malty caramel, also that sweet toffee flavor, it's just amazing. Actually, also has a bit of a vanilla aroma to it. Not so much in the flavor, but mostly the aroma. But I would go as far to saying that this is probably the best Doppelbock in the world, or definitely one of them. Probably not the best, since I haven't had a lot of Doppelbock. Okay, I have had a lot of Doppelbocks, but I haven't had some of the best. I've had a lot of average German Doppelbocks, but like if you've had the Paulaner Salvatore, this is 10 times better, but Salvatore is great as well. It's a Doppelbock. Samichlaus is definitely a winter beer. I'm not sure if everyone would like this type of beer because it's that sweet. It's a beer you definitely got to sip. It's not just a beer you can use as a session beer, of course, but definitely something I think you guys should try, and I'm pretty sure that most of you guys can get this beer. It's amazing. Rating wise, definitely a 99, period. One of my favorite beers is this. Probably my favorite type of bock. But you guys check it out to see if you agree with me. I personally love this beer. Very nice beer, very wintry. But you guys, you check it out. Tell me what you like. Maybe you think it's too sweet for your palate. I don't know. But check it out. And check out my other reviews. Please comment and again subscribe. And I'm gonna say cheers, and I'll see you guys next time.